Preparation for certification for employment to success. JumpStart security guard training and safety tips. w/prep.net. Security guard's primary function is to protect life and property. Security responds to all emergencies at a client's property. Security guards are considered first responders because they are often first on the scene. Security must recognize the different types of emergencies they may deal with on a regular shift. One of security's primary purposes is to monitor client locations for any hazards. To prevent emergencies by identifying potential threats and taking steps to contain and neutralize them. Also, after identifying issues, the security guard will have to notify the proper authorities for a response. Follow the emergency prepared plan. The goal is to minimize disruption of business and restore it to order. Examples of emergencies: fire, medical emergencies and injuries, suspicious vehicles, people, or package, explosions, bomb threats, severe weather, chemical spills. Another important duty of the security guard is to be responsible for detecting and reporting the hazards they may come upon during a shift. They must use basic fire prevention techniques to reduce the possibility of fires starting. The best way to fight a fire is to prevent them from occurring. Complete perimeter and interior check for all hazards that may cause a fire. Knowing the type and location of the hazardous material and how they are stored. Enforcing no smoking policies. Keep hallways and doors for egress clear of any debris or obstructions. Daily inspection of fire extinguishers, fire alarms, hoses, pumps, OS&Y valve, sprinkler heads, sometimes has dust buildup. Conduct and participate in fire drills. When the security guard comes upon a fire, he should sound the alarm to let everyone know that there is an emergency occurring. The guard should call 911. Don't expect that someone else did it. Start evacuation. In larger office buildings, the guard will want to focus on the floor of the fire and the floor above. Remember, fire and smoke rise. So the two floors in imminent danger are the floor of the fire and the floor above. Explosions, bomb threats, suspicious packages. The job of security in explosions is to first make sure she is okay. Call 911 immediately. Then tend to the injured. Be aware of secondary explosions. The role of the guard in bomb threats is to notify authorities and get people to a safe location. Should be pre-planned from the fire drill to do a head count. Minimize risks to people and property. Never, ever touch a suspicious package. Treat the scene as a crime scene. There are people that deal with this situation for a living. Let them handle it. Evacuations are considered emergencies. The security guard must remain calm to keep everyone else calm. How does he do that? By training and knowing what is expected of him in this situation. Knowing what to do and where to go. He will direct occupants to a safe location. Hazardous materials accidents. All locations have hazardous materials. We have them in our homes. In large facilities, there may be numerous potentially dangerous substances in these buildings. There is a risk of danger if these chemicals spill or are not used correctly. Right to know laws were enacted to protect the occupants of a building. There will be a right to know binder with all the materials at the site. It informs you of the type of hazardous materials and the proper method of protection when dealing with them. All hazardous material spills will be treated as a crime scene. Everyone out. Call authorities. Medical emergencies. This could be the number one emergency that security regularly responds to. During this emergency, the guard should make sure the call has been made for emergency medical personnel. Do not touch the victim unless you are trained. Note: carry a couple of pairs of gloves, masks, and any other PPE you may have to use at your site. This is for protection from exposure to blood and bodily fluids, saliva, vomit, etc. Crimes in progress. The main duty of a security guard is to observe and report. In crimes in progress, the guard must protect life and the safety of others. You are not a police officer. The guard's purpose at a crime scene is to get as much information from the witnesses and victim as possible. Get a good description and direction of flight, and whether there were any weapons. Give it to the police ASAP so they can get it out on the air. Seal off the area and wait for the police. Don't touch anything nor allow anyone else to touch anything. When you arrive at your site, you must learn your site. Learn everything you can. Where are the hiding spots? Are there any elderly or handicapped individuals at your location? Who else is at the site to help you? Any backup? Where is the closest hospital to your site? Up-to-date notification numbers. These are the questions you want to be answered before an emergency. When the bell goes off, everyone will look at you and ask, "What do we do?" Have an answer. Stay safe. Ear Security and Safety QA. Info.